Hi everyone and welcome. Today I just wanted to jump on and do a little sort of color and chat. I found this book at Walmart a while back and I'm not really into Zendoodle a whole lot, but this book really caught my eye. It had a lot of different styled images. They're not that tiger one I really want to do. One with the little cub in her mouth, too cute. So I grabbed it and I thought it would be a fun playbook just to kind of play around and see. So today I thought I would work on this page a little bit with you while it's somewhat quiet in my house. I think I'm going to do it in pastels first. So I have the 4 colors of pastels I'm going to use. I'm going to use my yellow for the middle to bring attention to this part, and I'm going to work my way darker. So all I use for my pastels is, for this project anyway, will be my finger and my X-Acto knife. I had a homemade one for my kiddo. Oh, there it is. I like to use this one on my pastels. So he just made it out of a stick and a blade for me. Nothing fancy, but it works really well on pastels. So I'm going to start with my lighter color and work out, and I'm going to go right over the top of everything. And I kind of want to make sure I got an even circle going around. So while I'm working on this, I'd like to say thank you to all the new people who have subscribed and joined in. Thank you. It's fun to meet new people, make lots of friends. Okay, if you want it a little darker, you can add another layer. I know this isn't really winter / Christmas related, but I figured there's a lot of that going around on YouTube lately, so. And I really wanted to play in this book. Okay, and then I'm just going to make sure that going lightest to darkest. I just want to blend, blend, blend. And I know you're wanting to know why I'm doing green when it's about love and whatnot, but I will show you. I'm hoping this will come together. I'm going to try some markers in here. I want to keep my yellow though. Okay, I'm going to move to my next darkest, and I'm trying to balance it out to where my darkest will be on the border. That's the goal I'm going for here. Again, it's just covering everything. I will go back in and fix the details. We don't want to cover that light green completely, but I want to blend them as well as I can. If I need to go back and add more light green, I can. I'm just going around and making sure I rub it really well into the paper. I don't want a lot of loose. Running around. And I'm not really liking it, so I'm going to add this in. I'm going to use a different finger, so you can see I've got a light green finger and a medium green finger, so I'm going to use this one. And I'm just going to go back around that edge and kind of make sure I keep my light so it doesn't look like it jumps from yellow straight to dark green. Just blending. So the thing is, you want to blend out. You don't want to grab your dark green and start mixing them all around. I'm going to add a little more right here. to drag that dark in with it. Okay, much better. And then I'm going to do my dark green on the border. So same thing. And these are just I got these $10 on Amazon. One second and I will show you and the border is no biggie. I'm going to washi tape it anyway, so going outside of the border is not a big deal. This is what they look like when you open them. Mine are out of order because I've used them so much. As you can tell, a lot of mine are well loved. You can see the shape. I have a sort of how they're dipped in the middle from scraping. So I will show you the lid. I got these $10 on Amazon. They've lasted me well over a year. They work really well for what I need them for. I am on a tight budget, so I try not to go and get super expensive supplies that aren't going to last me very long. So I like when I find cheap little hacks that work well for me. Someday, my kids are all grown, I will try the fancier things, but for now, I just stick to what works for me. Okay, there's a couple spots I need to touch up. My darker color, I want this corner a little darker. This one, I'm going to drag it this way so you can see the color difference is what I'm going for here. Top corner. If you don't want to use your fingers, cotton balls work well. You can rub the cotton ball on the pastel, or you can scrape it and dip it. It's kind of however you want to do it. They work pretty well. Same with a Q-tip. You can just rub a Q-tip straight on it. I think half the fun is getting my fingers dirty, so. Okay. And then I'm going to double check that I like how it looks. You want to make sure you got your background how you like it before you go in and add your details with any kind of pen or markers. Because once you start coloring on it, it's going to be really hard to change without smearing what you've added. So I think I am going to add a dot more of this. Just a little closer. So we've got that blend. Keeping my light. That looks better. And I'm going to go in one more time. I know it looks really repetitive, but I'm going to go in one more time just around everything just to make sure that my brights stay bright. So now the next thing I'm going to talk about real quick is, of course, how you keep from smearing it while you're working on it. So if you want to, you can work on it. It is going to leave some on your hand. Or I have, like I said, you want to make sure you're completely done. Excuse me, losing my voice. Before you spray this, because it's going to be really hard to fix after, you want to spray this after you do your pastels, but before you add your details. So I'm going to go over my yellow one more time. So I feel like it got kind of dark and dingy. I'm going to add some highlights to it anyway, so it's not too big of a deal. But I do want to kind of keep that bright yellow center of attention. Once again, just blending into that green. pull it out a little if you want. Just make sure once you go out, you do not go back in with the same finger. Okay, so I think that looks good. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to shake this. My daughter's already plugging her nose. I'm just going to give it a second to dry while I talk to you about the next part. So what I'm going to use is I'm going to use this over the details, but I'm going to try out these different metallic markers that I picked up for Christmas season and kind of ones I've just had. I want to try them on pastels, see how they work. Metallic markers do not go through the paper, so I'm safe there, and I will show you that. But I have a little bit of each color, so I got some pink, different shades of pink, some different kinds of silvers. So I'm just going to try to test these out a little bit, see how they work, show you kind of what my plan is here, and then if I need to, because metallics will cover the black lines in the image, I'm going to go back over with this pen and add some in if I need to. So I think to start with, I'm going to go ahead and put my words in red so I know. And my red is touchy. It is not the fixative. This marker has been like this since I've bought it. I'm not sure what happened to it, but which is really disappointing because it was a really pretty red for like the bulbs on Christmas trees and Christmas lights and stuff, but it just doesn't work well enough to. Oh, I might have finally finished it off. I've been like making this marker work, even though it doesn't work that well. I've been still trying to use it. So I might have finally ran it out. No, not right now. Sorry, got a little one asking me for things. And somehow I'm gonna swap out to a different one. Same marker, just the newer box. Much better. I just wanted to make sure I used that one completely gone before I got another one out of the stash. Okay. I'm not going to color this whole picture for you. I just kind of wanted to show you a fun thing you can do with metallics. So I think in these flowers, I'm just going to go ahead. These Pen and Gear metallic markers are awesome. I haven't found a big set of them. They are super juicy. They work really well. But I think I only have gold, blue, purple, and silver. And the pink I'm using. So I do like Pen and Gear brand. If you're on a budget and you have a Walmart, Pen and Gear has awesome click gel pens. I haven't tried their highlighters, but most everything I've tried of their brand has worked really well for me. I do believe I have a few of their gel pens. I did try their alcohol markers that come in the big case, and they are awesome markers. Let me pull one for you. They look like this, but they do not last very long, so be careful. They're like $20, and I forget how many you get. It's a large set, but they do not last long at all. It's the only downside to those. They do work well, but so I'm just doing these flowers. Everyone getting ready for Thanksgiving, possibly. This year is so weird, it's hard to know what to say without. Don't don't think we're doing a whole lot. We're still doing our family dinner, but we have a small family. It's usually just our household anyway, so that's not a big deal. We don't have a lot of grandparents or anything, so. For us, we're still homeschooling, so we're about to go on Christmas break for second semester and then start fresh after the new year. I got a birthday after the new year. Me and my daughter, we almost share a birthday. She's the 5th and I'm the 9th, so we usually have some kind of just party for us, more for her than me, but she so far at 3 gets a kick out of sharing a birthday with Mom. I'm sure as she gets older she won't so much, but for now I will embrace it. Okay, I'm going to turn this book a little bit, try not to make you dizzy. And then I'm going to do a couple leaves and then I will, because I'm sure this is not super interesting, watching me color. Especially because there's not any real technique or anything to it. I'm just kind of filling in color blobs at the moment. That is the pink pen and gear. So this is the Max Pen Ultra Mark, and this one comes out really dark, and I don't know that I have anything on here I want that dark to show you. I guess I could go see how thick and dark it comes out, and I don't even know where I got this marker, but just so you're aware of that brand. Oh, I better do my O now or it's gonna look lopsided. It is a pretty color. And then there's this Pen and Gear blue one that's a lot prettier. So like I'll do his wings and then I can go back in and add the lines of his wings. And I'm not really worried about remembering where the lines are because I'm just gonna draw them in. So, and then I could probably just trying to give that some dimension. I will fix this. Oh, I know it looks terrible, but I was giving that dark blue a second to dry before I messed with it more. This is the green I'm going to use on the leaves. And then I do think, to brighten it up a little, sorry, I had to open a nail polish. I do think to brighten it up, I'm going to go in with the gold. I'm going to use the Pen and Gear because it's brighter. And I'm going to just do the stems. I should probably do them first, but I wanted to show you all of the colors I'm going to be using. So I know the green doesn't look that metallic, but usually once you get a second coat on the green, it looks a little better. Is a Sharpie one, and then I will show you the back of the page to make sure it didn't bleed through. Okay, so I got a few of those in. I'm gonna turn the book back around, try not to make you dizzy. Then I'm going to take this pen, like I said, and if I want these lines back in the flower, then I can just draw them back in. And it works just fine. It doesn't clog your pen. Same with the leaves. Try not to stick my head in your way. I know my hand is in your way. I'll try to see. And then my leaves have dimension again. So that is my plan for this page. I thank you for joining me. That's the dead one I can throw away now. I just kind of want to jump on and say hello. Show everyone what I'm working on a Sunday. I have a lot of winter pages in my completed pages that'll be coming out shortly along with everybody else's, so I thought maybe I would spice it up a little bit. Here is the back. So the green went through a little where I showed you you have to kind of double up, but it didn't go to the next page. So there's that. All the other spots were fine. And then I will do a washi tape border. I'm not sure which one I want to use yet. Maybe this one. I'm not sure. I'll have to play with it a little bit. But anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you have a great Sunday. Stay healthy, stay safe, and I'll see you soon.